Do you feel powerless? Do you feel like you have lost all control or never had control of your life? I definitely did. And I'm sharing with you how I gained my power back and what I did to find my strength to create the life that I choose to live each and every day. It does take time. It takes awareness. It takes self-reflection. And it takes a learning to have unconditional love for yourself. It takes the release of the chains of fear, guilt, and shame on yourself and everything that you have been taught, everything that you have soaked in, everything that you have created in your mind filled with self-limitations and self-doubts. It takes a lot of work to realize that we are the creator of our life and we have all that we need within inside of us. Throughout our lives, through the beginning of time since we were born and we were given a title with our name and what our religion is and where we live and what country we live and what state we live and what our economic status is, we are given all these titles and beliefs to who we are and who we will exist as during this lifetime. Now, I'm going to tell you, and I say this with love, you and your soul did not come to this earth and fulfill the titles that were given to you. You're here to fulfill your soul's purpose and your soul's path. And as I have gained awareness and wisdom throughout my journey of healing, I would like to share with you that I used to say never, because this is what I used to say. I would never do that, and I would never do that, and I will never believe in that because that's a sin, and my religion doesn't believe in that, and my parents don't believe in that, and all the things that everybody puts restrictions on and tells you it's a sin and you're going to go to hell, and you have to grow up, you have to be nice, you have to stay in the conformity of what we have expectations of and what society has expectations of, what our parents, what our family, what the media, what everybody portrays as, yes, this is the path you have to take and you will find success, you will find happiness, you will find wealth, you will find everything that you need, and it's all out here. You just need to get there. Well, I do say this with love. That's a bunch of bullshit, because everything that you need is already within you. And if you are at a place in your life where you are feeling stuck, you are feeling lost, you are feeling broken, you are feeling maybe depressed and anxious, I tell you, it's time to make the conscious decision to unlearn all the things that we have learned, that you have learned, that have brought you to the space of something inside you is screaming and not feeling good. And it's like, I'm not happy, I don't feel good, I don't like my life anymore, like I would rather be doing this or that, but this is what I have to do because this is what I was taught and this is the way we've done it for generations in my family. Stop right now. Quiet your mind and open your heart. Because only you know what is right for you. And this is a hard thing to hear and to understand. And maybe it's a hard pill to swallow for you because maybe you're still very engaged with your family and your religion and all the things that tell you who to be, how to be it, when to be it, and that you're going to be just fine. This is how life is. But I would like to invite you to open up your heart and begin to question things. Question things that you have doubts on. And it's okay to have doubts. It's okay to have questions. Because if you've been living a certain way for so many years and you have certain beliefs and certain things that you do, because that's how you were told and how you were taught to do it, but now you're inside, your soul, your gut, your intuition is speaking to you. And it always is, but we don't listen most of the time. But if you're having that feeling, start to question. Don't just shut off your feelings in your body. Our body is always speaking to us, and our body knows things way ahead of time, faster than our mind. I offer you to listen to your intuition. This is something that I have learned over my journey, and once I started to listen to my intuition and my gut, I'm telling you, it never steers me wrong. Yes, it took time to become comfortable with listening and feeling, because we're always up in our heads, and our heads tell us, you don't know what you're feeling, that's not right, you just need to do this, and blah, 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 blah. No, shut that down, quiet that. Quiet your mind and open your heart and allow yourself to listen to your body and your soul, your spirit, your God, source, universe, whatever you believe in, listen to that. I went through many years in my life where I felt that I did not have control over my life. I was powerless. I was just stuck in a space that I chose to be there. So like they say, you make your bed, you got to sleep in it. That's just what it is. And maybe somebody over there has it worse than I am. So what am I just complaining about? But my body, my intuition kept speaking to me, and I kept shoving it down, and I kept not listening. And my shoulders began to physically lock up. Like I couldn't even raise my arms up to shoulder height. They're up above my head. My hips were not working properly. Like they were locking up. I was breaking down in my physical body because my internal mental body was also breaking down, and much more ahead of the time before my body started to break down. My soul had been trying to get my attention for years, but I'm like, no, I got it. This is fine. Like I signed up for this. Okay, I got this. I'm tough. I'm stoic. And then my body's like, well, we're going to lock up, and we're going to lock up, and we don't feel good, and we feel powerless, and we're not happy with our bodies. We're not happy with our internal self, our external self. We're not happy with anything. We don't have any care in the world. We don't care about ourselves anymore. We don't care about our house. We don't care about anything. And basically, the motto in my life became, I don't fucking care. And it broke me down, and I had to start to listen. And if you keep putting things aside and not dealing with it, you are gonna go deeper into that spiral of feeling like you don't have power over your life and you don't have control. I want to say this gently, and it was hard for me to learn and to digest because I had never heard this before prior to 4 years ago, but you are the creator of your life. And no matter how we feel, all the self-limiting doubts, stories that we tell ourselves, traumas that we have experienced, fears, all the shame, all the heavy, low vibrational energies that we carry within us, our victim mentality, once we can learn to unpeel, to learn, unpack, to relearn how to think and how to feel, we begin to become the creator of our life and take our power back. I was in that space. I was so low and in such victim mentality, and I blamed everything and all the surroundings around me on how I felt powerless, how I felt like I'm a victim. Because I didn't know at that time that, oh snap, we have all the power within us. We are so powerful. And the world, society does not want us to know this. Religion, politics, the medical world, like everything, we are so powerful. And we are all connected, and we are all the same, just mirroring each other with a slight different story. So I sit here and I share my wisdom and my knowledge with you of my journey. And I just want you to know you do have the power of your life. You are the creator of your life. Let's start to unpack, unpeel, push into things that were traumatic. We need to go back and heal perhaps generational trauma, our inner child. Things probably took place in our world that devastated and wounded us as a child, which becomes our wounded inner child. I had no idea of this because I was very close-minded and I was afraid I was going to go to hell if I even dabbled in that stuff. But I just want to tell you, and I say this with love, that's bullshit. Step into your power. Question everything. Believe what your body and your soul is telling you. Go back. Start to heal that inner child. Go back and push into generational trauma and break those cycles. Break those cycles of unhealthy family dynamics and patterns. Like, why do we do certain things? Oh, well, that's the way mom and dad did it. So then you go ask mom and dad, well, why do you do things the way you do them? Well, because that's the way my mom and dad did it. And then you go ask those moms and dads, if they're still here with us on earth, well, why do you do that? And they're like, well, that's what my mom and dad did. Nobody knows why. It's just handed down generation through generation, and it's passed down at a cellular level. So you're created in your mom's womb and you already have generational trauma within you that has been carried on through the maternal side, your mom, the grandma, the great-grandma, the great-great-grandma. It's so dynamic and it's so powerful, and we're all so connected, but we don't even understand it because we're not taught this. So I want to say to you that throughout our lives, the learned behaviors, the pains, the traumas, the self-limiting beliefs, and the self-limiting doubts, we slowly lose our authentic selves and what we came to this earth to be, who we came to be, what lessons we came to learn. And life is meant to be joyful. Yes, there's lessons. And with everything, there's polarity. There's happy, sad, dark, light, high, low. Everything has an opposite. And in our life, we are trying to balance those oppositions because yes, we're here and we're going to be learning life lessons and we're going to be dealing with some hard, devastating things like traumas and deaths and sickness and addictions. But also we get to learn lessons and beauty and nature and power and love. And every human is on this earth trying to find love in the way that their soul desires. And that might have been lacking since, well, maybe even birth and maybe throughout your life, just looking for love. And then we turn to vices that are gonna temporarily mask our pain or numb our pain, like that song that says, looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay, well, that's what we're doing here on this earth because the love that we need is inside of us. But many times, many of us don't have love for ourselves, and I didn't have love for myself. And that started to show outwardly in discontentment in my own physical self, my emotional self, my marriage, my house, my family, like everything that I was just like, whatever, I don't care, because I couldn't take it anymore. Because I didn't love myself. I was broken. I didn't have any self-confidence. My self-image was all the things, you name it, I didn't have it. And I was looking for it. I had lost it. I became powerless. I became just a blob. Like whatever happens, happen. Like, I'll probably live in the gutter and I'm just married and the marriage has turned bad and toxic and it's not healthy, but that's my husband. I took vows, so I just got to deal with it. And then I woke up and I went on this beautiful journey and I'm on the other side, and I want to share with you guys, it's available. It's available. And I do offer love and compassion. And if you're in that space where I was 4 years ago, I send you love and grace and peace, because it is a huge, magnificent time in your life and things are shaking up. And if you make the choice to listen to the universe and perhaps the God you believe in, and things might be shaken up and you're feeling these feelings that you didn't feel, or maybe you're just done feeling, or maybe you're just so stuck and you're like, I need to get out of here, I need to do something, but I don't know how, I don't know what to do. Stop and take a breath, breathe. I'm going to share with you what I did to get me through these times, and they all worked together hand in hand, and it takes time. Nothing is a magic pill that happens overnight. You're not going to do like one thing and then you're like, oh, I feel so great. No, it takes time, consistency, effort. And what helped me get through these times, and these are everything that I'm telling you is all new to me, because the first 54 years of my life, I didn't allow myself to dabble in any of this or experience any of this, because I just thought it was wrong and it was a sin, and like, that's stupid, that's dumb, like I would never do that. And here I am doing it all, living my best life. And I want to share this with you because you can find tools that work for you to bring your awareness back to your heart. And here's what I did, and things that helped me: meditation, sitting in stillness. And this is hard for a lot of people. A lot of us cannot sit still with our own thoughts, with our own whole physical, emotional, spiritual self. We're uncomfortable. We're not used to doing that. We have always been stimulated by, the phone or this or that, and we're not comfortable. We don't like who we are. We don't want to feel anything. So we always allow ourselves to not be sitting in stillness. But I'm telling you, and it's in the Bible, it's biblical, it's written in the stars, meditate. Offer yourself time to sit in stillness with yourself. And yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be something that you have to continue to do and learn how to do, because you're going to be thinking, am I doing it right? What's supposed to be happening? Where am I supposed to be looking? Like blah, blah, all the questions that you're going to be having. I'm uncomfortable. My hips hurt. I can't sit like this. Like, I don't have time for that. Well, if you're ready to take control back of your life and find your power, your inner strength, find time to meditate. Make time, even if it's just 1 minute a day, and then start to increase it. Even better is to meditate in darkness. Because when you meditate in darkness and you get to a point where you're able to go within and feel your soul and your chakras speaking to you, you're going to activate that pineal gland, and that pineal gland secretes colostrum. And that's a beautiful, beautiful element of the human body that is available to all of us. And within that is melatonin. So if you're having trouble sleeping and your circadian rhythm and everything is off, go into meditation, sit in stillness, sit in the darkness when you meditate. Yoga, that was probably one of the hugest aspects that brought me out of my low, victim, broken, powerless, horrific self that didn't love herself, and I felt like such a wretch, and I had so much fear and guilt and shame and self-limiting beliefs and doubts, and like, you name it, like I was just at the bottom of the pits. I would say like that was my rock bottom. Yoga brought me to starting to listen to positive affirmations and mantras and learning about intentions. Now remember, I knew nothing about this, so I'm putting it out there so you guys can say, what's a mantra? What's an intention? What's a positive affirmation? Because your self, your conscious doesn't know. Like when you're saying, I'm so stupid, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, I'll never amount to anything, they don't know if it's true or if it's false. They just feel the vibration. So setting all that negative self-talk out the window, stop immediately and think about it. And like, why do I feel this way about myself? And how can I not feel that way about myself? Yoga got me through that. Listening to the yoga teachers, starting to be able to go into poses and the postures. Now, yoga is not about like stretching, and you see all these beautiful things on Instagram, like where their legs are wrapped around their head and it's all like, da. Okay, I'm not there. But yoga is an inward journey, and going inward is where you need to go to start to heal and start to feel powerless, because your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. And when you can go in and heal and nurture and love your inner world, yourself, unconditionally, that is going to project into your outer self. So meditation, yoga. I would go out into nature, go to the beach, walk in the sand, go to the park, put your feet in grass, walk in dirt, touch the trees, be at one with nature, going out looking up at the sun in the morning and the clouds, and being grateful for all that this universe offers us. This beautiful earth that has every element that we need to live and to thrive is at your fingertips. And guess what? It's free. You don't even have to pay for it. You can walk out your door and be in nature, looking up at the sky, looking at the ground, touching the leaves, the plants, you name it, and being grateful for what you see, what you can smell, what you can touch, what you can taste, our five senses. Music helped me on this journey of finding my power. Music is so healing, and it's a universal language, and allowing my body to move and to dance freely in my house with no self, like, oh my God, like you don't know how to dance, you have no rhythm, you're fat, you're stupid, like all the things that we tell ourselves. I'm too old, I can't dance, I'm too old. Fuck that shit. Pardon my French. Let loose, release that feeling that you have inside, that you're to this, you're to that. Let loose, turn on the music, turn it up loud, turn on any kind of music that makes you have feelings inside, and feel those feelings. Allow your body to start moving organically and freely, and go with it. Feel it, shut down your eyes and just feel your body move, and be grateful for your body for moving. Like, what a blessing is that? We never take time to honor us and our body and our feet and our bones and our skin and our muscles. These beautiful vessels that we have here on this earth. Honor that. That got me so far, and I still dance around my house throughout the day. Just a song comes on and I'm like, yeah, like I feel it, and I let it happen without any judgment on myself. Also, what helped me is changing the way I feel about myself and beginning to honor my body and accepting my body and unconditionally loving my body. Understanding that what I put into my body, whether it's food, whether it's pollution, the drinks, alcohol, like drugs, whatever it is, toxic substances, whatever you put into your body has an effect. And I began to change what I put into my mouth with complete love for my body. So I became aware of what made me feel crappy after I ate it. So like, I'm gonna eat this, and then how do I feel after that? And I began to take notice, and I kept a journal of like, oh, when I eat fried foods or fast foods, I feel shitty, like it brings me down, and I feel heavy, and I feel bloated, and I'm inflamed. Oh, when I eat too much sugar, I feel like I wanna hurt somebody, or, start to take notice, be aware, self-reflect at the end of each day and begin to journal. That took me so far. And then when you're able to go back and read your journal and you can see the abundant growth that you have created and done, you're gonna be proud of yourself, and that empowers you. Perhaps you're not gonna have growth. Perhaps you're like, whatever, I don't care about that. And maybe you're not ready yet. And you know what? That's okay. I just want to put out there with my wisdom and my experiences that if you're in a space and you're ready to get your power back, find your power, become the creator of your life, understand that you have everything you need inside of you. We just need to peel layers to get to it, to remember your strength, your power, your inner fire. We all have light within us, and it becomes dimmed throughout life. But I'm here to say this, and I say this with love. Find what you can do to heal, to go in and relight that inner light, because life is joyful, life is love. And when you find that you can unconditionally love yourself and release those chains of shame that you might have about things, fears, guilt, release that. Inhale and exhale it all out and let it go. What no longer serves you, you're going to feel lighter, and you're going to be able to help others. And when you fill your cup, then you have something to pour into others' cups. I can continue to go on for this for so long, but I'm going to end this here. I do say all of this with love, and I thank you for being here on my channel of my stories, my wisdom, my unconditional true love for life and myself that I have learned going through the darkness and finding the light. It's available to all of us. So if you're a first-time visitor here, thank you for listening. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up. And if you're someone that has been coming here, thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope something that I say can offer you love and light and a spark. Listen to yourself, love yourself. I do say all this with love. Namaste.